That was January 27th, 1967.
Yes, when the fire, yes.
Was the Apollo 1
Yeah.
fire that
Yes.
killed
Killed those two and
Ed White and
Ed White.
Roger Grissom?
Yes. We were in a space race. And we just worked and worked and worked, and sometimes the paperwork didn't catch up with everything. It was just we were working 12, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. As we found problems, serious problems, the company finally basically told us, we heard it all, you don't have to tell. So when I told the astronauts this, because they were personal friends of mine, and they said they knew it too. And if they tried to make a big stink about it, they would have been kicked off the astronaut program. And you can even see pictures later on with them sitting around praying. My boss gave me this picture. And he had a whole bunch of photographs, and he made sure I got that one because Apollo 1 was my spacecraft from the quality standpoint. After the fire, I never collected autographs till then. They were just good friends of mine, and I felt embarrassed to ask them for their autograph. That's
Sure.
how personal friends we were. But after the fire, I was so down and out for weeks. You just can't believe how I grieved so much. But so my boss gave me that picture for sure, because I'm in it too. I'm keeping an eye on.
So that's you in the...
Yes, that's me in the blue. I had to keep an eye on the astronauts. That was my job, because they're crazies. They're fun. And I had to say, don't touch that, don't handle that, don't do that, you know. And they say, you don't tell me what to do. I said, well, I tell you, don't do it. So they would listen to me sometimes, you know, usually listen to me. I used to go running we'd go jogging together. We raced up the whole launch tower to the top one time. This other photo is just, I had a whole stack of all the photos of all the astronauts. So when we would be there testing, and when there's slow time, I just go grab a photograph and they'd autograph it for me.
Neil Armstrong, one of the most famous of the astronauts and one of the most desirable from a standpoint of autographs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of auto pens, a lot of fakes, and you don't see a lot of real ones. So the fact that he signed it in your presence and signed it for you, that adds a good bit of value to it.
He was on the X-1, and then when he signed the Apollo, he hadn't been assigned to a spacecraft yet. Or he'd been assigned to, but we hadn't flown, so he just put Apollo on it. So that makes it extra special.
So on the Neil Armstrong photo, we would estimate that alone at auction between $2,000 and $3,000.
Okay. Okay.
So the one photo here signed by Gus Grissom and Ed White is a rare one, obviously,
Yes.
because of the unfortunate accident.
Yes.
We don't see those. So if we estimated that picture today, we would estimate it between $6,000 and $8,000.
Okay.
So just these two pictures alone,
Yeah.
another $8,000 to $11,000 at auction.
Okay. I had no idea. Tell you the truth, someone told me this was worth $100. So I just figured.
A little more than that.
Yeah, if I had $1,000 for everything, I said, well, that's good. You know, but not all these numbers you're throwing at me.
You know, I think in that suitcase you brought today, there's over $100,000 worth of stuff.
Okay. Well, thank you.